Rihanna is the embodiment of someone who is inspiring and motivating.
It's an absolute honor, and I am so proud of myself. And I think that's something that's been really hard to say and to swallow and to deal with, because so frequently as a woman and as a person of color, oftentimes people want to diminish the things that you are accomplishing, or you always feel like this pressure, like you have to do more and more and more. And so to have this recognition, I'm like, oh my goodness, my younger self talking to me, and like, we have come so far, through all the turmoil and the challenges and the things we've had to work through.
She is an advocate for her community and will use her voice to shine light on social issues that otherwise may have gone ignored or overlooked.
Activist work is some of the most difficult work, and it can often be some of the most thankless work, because you're trying so hard, you're fighting for your community, and like a lot of times people are like, oh no, it's a difference of opinion, but at the end of the day, we're fighting for our lives, we're fighting for our well-being, for our place in society. So to be recognized and for people to see like, oh, there is so much importance on this, and it's not just Black Lives Matter was not just a thing of the past, it wasn't just a 10-second movement. These are people fighting for their lives, people who are doing all this work all the time, volunteer work, and I always say Black Lives Matter Sudbury is like my first and second full-time job. When I'm not in class, I'm doing Black Lives Matter Sudbury. When I'm not sleeping, it's Black Lives Matter Sudbury. I'm up late, someone's emailing me about BLMS. So it's like, it's doing all this work all the time. So it's definitely great to have this recognition, be like, yes, the work we are doing has this validity, and it has its import even outside of the Black community, within the greater community of Sudbury, within the BIPOC community, but Sudbury in general, just focusing like, why is it so important for Black people to have this space? Why is intersectionality so important for us? So I'm really thankful for that, to be showcasing that, and so that people can see the importance of the work that we are doing.
I think Sudbury has a really amazing, diverse, and multicultural community, but oftentimes people don't know Sudbury for that. But I think over the past few years, there's been this growing culture of community care and activism, and Rihanna has been at the forefront of that growing culture. And although there has been a lot of feedback from people who might not agree with what we're saying, there has been a lot of positivity, and there has been a lot of people who have come out of the woodworks and said, thank you so much for saying these words, and thank you so much for making me feel like Sudbury could be my home. And Rihanna has played a large part in that.
Powerful BIPOC Women Doing Powerful BIPOC Things was a project that I started this past summer. It's still ongoing. And the idea of this project was to create a space where I could showcase and highlight beautiful, powerful, strong BIPOC women in the community of Sudbury that were doing this incredible work that people weren't recognizing, that people couldn't see, that people weren't seeing or hearing or, understanding. And I really wanted to unpack that, but also show like, this is the work they're doing, but this is how far they've had to come for doing this work. These are, some of the turmoils and the struggle. This is what's going on in their thoughts, in their head. And this is what it truly means to be a woman of color in Sudbury.
She's just this constant ray of positivity, and she has this way of connecting with people and makes everyone feel heard and respected, which is phenomenal.
Everyone has a journey, and everyone's journey is unique to themselves. Put yourself out there and don't be afraid. It's not always easy, but there's always people here along the way to assist you across your journey.